Hello everyone, IX0386SX, and it's come to my attention that I have tiny hands. I know, you be the judge. But for people that have normal size hands or don't have the hands of a chimp, like I do, apparently, they may find some difficulty in replacing small components. One of the small components is, it so happens to be something that looks easy, but may be hard for some. I am talking about what is underneath this cover, the CMOS battery. So, if you are in a situation where you need to, first thing is first, let's take the battery out of this machine. And I do not have the cover glued on this particular battery yet, so it's going to come out a little awkwardly, but that result's not typical unless you intentionally took the cover off. But there are some ways, even if you have large hands, to easily replace this battery. First things first, let's get the cover off. Need a small prying tool no matter what. And you have your battery. Now, some of you may say, well, you need the plastic tools. This one, it's going to be okay. So you could do that, and your battery is just about out. Take your needle nose, and in theory, you need a small needle nose for this. Some of you may find that a small flathead works better. And there you go. It's out of there. And same, the reinstallation of said battery or replacement is going to be very similar. You do have to line things up a little bit here, but you get lined up just a little bit. And if you bought a battery from eBay store 80486SX, it's going to look something like this. The ends may not be perfect because I can't find quite the exact ends, but you line up the battery like so. And you want to take a small tool, in this case the small flathead screwdriver will do, and you just gently wiggle that battery in. Position your battery in. And cover's on. And everything is good to go. I probably lost some CMOS settings doing that, but, well, whatever. It's a small price to pay to help out the community. Let's turn this beast on, and I know there's going to probably be a glare. It didn't. And everything's pretty much on the level. Now, it may look like that there's lines on the screen. Rest assured that's not. That's just the camera doing that if such things do exist. But everything's good. The time is, well, our time is about 2 minutes behind, which is not bad at all. So, but the date is correct. I was now 2.5 minutes behind, but that may be normal with a computer this vintage, but other than that, it's been keeping up real good, so that's it. So, if you have any questions, comments, or constructive commentary you may add to this, please feel free to do so. And I don't know if the guy has a channel on YouTube, but I'd like to thank the gentleman, his name is Daniel, I believe, that did bring this very valid point up to me, and we went back and forth getting his machine restored to its former glory. So I'd like to thank you for that detail, and I hope this helps somebody else with their similar dilemma. So, as always, thank you for watching.